Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Simulation Soccer League. This is Division 2 Matchday number 10. On the cast today are myself, Laser. I'm joined by...
Socc, hello everyone. It is very nice to be here. We're finally reaching the tail end of the season, and two teams are currently riding out in front here. Paris and London, both brought to a very classic 3-0 draw last time out, but London currently still hot on their heels by Seoul MFC and Schwarzwälder for Schwarzwälder. And those four teams really are the ones that we'll look out for. They're playing in 3 separate matches right now. Yes, Paddy will be taking on Seoul in a match that could very well decide a promotion race into London, fight against Kaapstad, while Schwarzwälder host Montreal United. But that would not be our opener. So we have Red Star Laos playing here against Cairo City.
Yeah, Cairo has struggled this season I think I've said it every single match day at this point, but they're still a young squad. They've improved over the course of the season a good bit, that's always good to see, but fresh into a rebuild, you're never going to win the league right away.
Yeah, they still are trying to, build more pieces after the departure of Franco Torres. It felt like here's a direct free kick saved there by Van Neuer.
Yeah, Olaf's sides nearly put that one in, but Van Neuer has been greatly improving over the course of the season and shows it there. Red Star's not done attacking, though. Oh, well, yes, they are.
Yep, good intercept by Arasov. Needed to be there, though, and you can see it just seems like there's a bit of a gap between this back four here.
Oh, and Laurent already on a yellow in less than 3 minutes in.
Yeah, yellow Cairo? Question mark? It doesn't work the same with Laos, does it?
Yeah. I am a little bit surprised that it's Cairo that have picked it up. It's here's Tato with an opportunity, but Laurent blocks.
Yep, good work getting the body of a way. But we haven't had a decent look at the formations here, so fortunately we'll just have to play it by ear on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what formations they're running. Honestly, I'm not even sure I remember what their typical formations are, as Vilk has a go, but it is high. So it'll be a goal kick for Van Neuer, who skies it long. And Red Star will take it. Long intended for Tato, but Stojakovic gets there first, and now it's Red Star again. It's Hunter Jones out to Checker. And that's a cross-in penalty. Tato got tripped, maybe.
Yeah, just brought down in the box, and now it'll be Hunter Jones to try and convert.
And he does. Van Neuer guessed the right way, but didn't get far enough across, and that's going to be a goal for Hunter Jones and for Red Star Lao. Put them up 1-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Very difficult to stop that one. Just had that opportunity. He's actually angling that right way, Van Neuer, but he just doesn't get that good bounce off it. As soon as that penalty is struck, you guess the right way. You're probably about a half second too late there. Maybe you extend the arms out a bit more to try and block it and make sure you cover off all of that corner. But either way, Jones converting and giving Lau the early lead.
Yeah, and I will note that our guide there at the bottom of the screen did say that it looked like Tato dove, so that will be interesting to look at, as there's a header from Chicken that's over. That'll be interesting to look at and see what actually happened there on the replay.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get a look at the penalty call itself. You only got to see the end result there, but I'm sure our camera crew will be on that and looking at all available angles as that shot saved by Felix Van Neuer.
A good, well worked from Red Star there. Jones probably could have placed that a good bit better, but Cairo will be thankful that he didn't. Norris, I thought that was going to be a good ball on for Chicken, but Stojakovic, I think, with the clearance. And that's a sloppy turnover from Olaf's sides. And another one. So now Red Star has it back. That's on for Jones, covered by 2. Adamu tackles, but Red Star still has it. De Bruyne into the box. Over for Vilk. Fires off the post. Stojakovic clears.
Yeah, Dominic Vilk again in a very dangerous position there. Was looking to fire one into that near side, but just couldn't find the angle as he tries again. Blocked by McFlopface. And
Yep.
I have had a look at that earlier penalty, and yeah, it did seem like that he just had a little bit of contact with Florent and then went down. As here's Laudrup. His free kick is wide.
Yeah, and it's been all Red Star so far today. There is, obviously the XG bump from the penalty is boosting their numbers a little bit, but 4 shots on target and 8 shots total, and Red Star have looked very attacking this entire match. As here's another opportunity for Tato. Well timed run, but he doesn't have the angle, and Van Noyer will turn it behind. Corner from Checker comes to nothing. And now the match moving quite quickly as we get close to the half.
Yeah, we might just go straight to break here, and we will. Yeah, it's as you stated, Lao have had all the momentum. They've had the majority of the possession. They've been about equivalent in terms of being stuck in there, but Lao with the majority of the shots, both in volume, on target, and being on target percentage in general. Sometimes Cairo can just have 2 shots, 2 on target, and you can produce something out of it, but nothing on target thus far for them, and the chances have just not really been there for them.
Yeah, we haven't really seen any attacking highlights really, even for Cairo, while Red Star has been very much so on the attack. They've certainly dominated the game so far, but Cairo, they tend to come alive late in the second half, about the halfway point, and usually improve a good bit in those last, uh, say, 25, 30 minutes. So I will be very interested to see if Red Star is able to add on to this lead, as that was a through ball intended for Jones, but Van Noyer comes out to claim. If Red Star can add on to the lead, or if Cairo will have an opportunity to get a point out of it. Here's Tato. Great. Oh, missed wide.
Yeah, he took that extra step there, gave himself a good angle there, had Van Noyer on his outside leverage and really trying to cover off the near post rather than the far post. Good chance to try and work that one across the face, but here they go again.
Yeah, Stojakovic paced him that time. Wasn't going to be beat twice in a row.
Yeah, that extra step there, just not giving him the angle he wanted. Needs to try and find better angles perhaps, but maybe just need to take even an extra dribble to try and just work it past him and have the open net. Could have easily made that 2-0, but it wouldn't surprise me if Red Star do that exact same thing.
Yeah, here's Tato. I thought that would be for Jones, but it's for Checker, and that is an errant pass that Adame will clear, but Red Star immediately on the attack. It's Vilk on for Chicken, and that bounces off Stojakovic. Vilk will chase it down. And DeBernie is going to clear all the way back to Canders, who is like triple the length out of his box. But Tato blocked by Van Noyer.
Yeah, well, that's why you have a sweeper keeper up there, just to try and make sure he can clear those ones in and create chances.
And that's in from Tato off of the corner. That's just a tap-in goal there.
Yeah, worth noting there was no assist on this, so I think this does take a bad deflection here. Yeah, I think it was blocked there by William Ormus and then just fell for Tato, who was in there behind McLashcom's and really just had no trouble slotting that one home. Red Star probably with an unassailable lead, a way that Cairo have not been able to really produce here on attack, but never know what can happen here. They could definitely find some magic as Jones shot again, saved by Van Noyer, but was offside.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well. Cairo, even if they are able to turn it on at these later stages of the half, they 2 goals is a little bit of a challenge for them, and I think they could get one. I don't know if they can get two, especially if Red Star is able to add a third here. I think that would absolutely be the dagger, even with 30 minutes left.
Yeah, they very likely going to push for a third here. As here goes Mike, Furious Chicken rather. I think I've accused of Mike Checker, but Van Noyer easily able to quash the shot. Oh, wide header there. Looked like it was from Laudrup. He's trying to push that one over to the left side. Could not do it.
Yes, and that is cleared long by Van Neuer. Checker will give it back to Canders. And they won't. Well, I was going to say they won't have any nonsense. There we go. Now they're out of the woods. Long ball for Chicken. And Wilk. Van Neuer is the keeper. They didn't have to move on that high shot from Vilk.
Yeah, it just looked like it was trying to find that top corner, but it kind of spun the opposite way on him. It looked like was trying to get it to bend down and in, down and away, but rather it just spun up and in. And as a result, that rising shot just wasn't able to find it. Very Jabulani-esque, one might say, with how that one traveled off the foot of Vilk.
I am not familiar with.
The Jabulani ball was a 2010 FIFA World Cup ball and was noted because it just flew.
Interesting. I admittedly have not gotten into the sport until pretty recently, so I have, unfortunately, don't have a good frame of reference for a
Well,
bunch
I have
of
to send you
these.
some research links.
Yeah, Tato has an opportunity. Van Neuer, great getting across there. And now a corner for Checker. Puts it in and headed out. Changshan up to sides. Shoots, but Van Neuer is sitting there and able to haul it in. And now 15 minutes. Laurent to Laudrup. That was an intended through ball for Jean-Claude, but put it a bit too far. And Red Star will counter. It's to Bernie up to Jones. Checker, long ball for Tato, but Stojakovic is there.
Yeah. Just feels like Cairo aren't able to really find a clearance to a long forward just yet, but here they might go now with
Here we
McLashkins.
go. Arasov opportunity right into Kander's bread box.
Yeah, he's trying to work that one across the face, but the angle's too narrow. Might have been easier to try and finesse it into that near post as the rain is starting to fall here. Could prove to be a bit of a game changer, perhaps.
Yeah, Lorraine is certainly not going to help things for Cairo. For Red Star, it might be just enough to make sure that they remain in control, although I don't think that's much of a question at current. We've seen Stranger, though. Red Star long for Chicken, back for Changshan, up for Vilk, excuse me. And that looked like it was going to turn into something, but did not immediately. And that was passed to Stojakovic by Red Star.
It looked like it was an advantage played on the foul there, maybe.
Oh, Arasov has a huge run. One-on-one with Kanders, has it in the back of the net. And he is onside. I thought he might have been off. That angle was difficult to see, but that is a goal for Cairo, and they have 7 minutes plus extra to get another and take a point.
Yeah, Aerosol just got on a really nice run there. Back forwards kind of split up. Vilk wasn't really over there to try and cover him off, and Aerosol basically just got a free run, and it wasn't even considered a tight offside there. Enough of a replays at least, so a 2-1 lead now for Red Star Lao, but definitely still chances to extend here. We'll just say, all right, let's just solidify that back four, make sure that no one gets on another free run.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, look at Vilk now. He's just moving back to make sure Arasov doesn't get in front of him again.
And now Arasov with the ball. On for McGlaskims. Doesn't have an angle, though. Adamu back in. Tripped in the box, but it is ruled a
Ball
clean
first.
tackle.
Counters on now. Might want to try and whip one in.
For Chicken. Van Neuer with a good save. What a sequence of events. And now Jones Tato. Blocked.
I'll try again.
Nothing doing. And now Cairo has an opportunity to counter, but it's a 2-on-5. And that's tackled away. Tato at the Chicken. Back to Williams. Now sides, long ball. And Normus will just head it out. Only a few minutes for Cairo. Long for Jones on the wing. In for Tato, but Laurent. Well done there to poke that out. Now 3 minutes. Intended for Arisov, but Vilk is there, making sure nothing happens. Ooh, that got a little dicey.
Yeah, watch sides here. Might try a little run here. He's angling for something.
Yeah, Sides is looking for it. Went for it, but I think he thought he was offside.
Yeah, backed out of it at the worst time. Now Jones might try to put a run in.
And they'll just recycle back to the edge, or to midfield, excuse me. Sides through ball for Vilk. Off of checker. Jones in! Oh, dear. What a goal from Hunter Jones to give him a brace.
Yeah, got the penalty in the 9th minute, but gave him what would be an eventual game-tying goal. And this one just deflected back up of Mike Checker, and Hunter Jones were just waiting at the edge there. Had a very narrow angle to try and put this one in, but Van Nooyen was not there to cover it off. And Red Star Lao will take 3 points at home in this one, surely now.
Yeah, if they don't, I would be absolutely shocked. And Chicken has another go at it, but Van Nooyen is there to hold. He will clear it long for McGlaskins. McFlopface on for Jean-Claude. Back for primetime forward for Arisov. But Vilk is there, and that pass will probably just about do it. Although here's Tato. Back for Chicken, and there is the final whistle. Laos do take the 3, and they do it in very convincing fashion in a offset 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. Princess Shark Show didn't really see much of them trying to control the play there. It was really just Hunter Jones who contributed with a double that we really saw a lot of. And, just top class all round there from Red Star Lao, really. No one you can really fault as being a weak link in that side. Did exceptionally well to take the 3 points in this one, but of course, it's arguably to be expected from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that Van Nooyen had a very solid game today. I mean, I don't recall exactly how many shots on target he faced. I think it was 12 or more. But if you
16.
stop, it was 16, yeah. If you stop, does a penalty shot count as a shot on target? I don't think it does.
Either way.
Yeah, either way, he saved more than 75% of them. And Red Star, by all accounts, probably should have had at least one more goal, if not two. So to only let in 2 shots that aren't from the spot that's a very good game for Felix Van Nooyen, but Red Star just dominant on the day.
Yeah, really just no other spoils that you can obtain from that. It was rather simple in the end. They just controlled possession so cleanly. Felt like there was nothing really that Kara got going. There was that through ball from Arisov that did actually have on one of their 2 shots on target that did lead to a goal. So had some blemishes on Dalton Canada's record. But of course, these are 2 of the 3 teams that have conceded the most goals in Division 2. So perhaps unsurprising, but we will move on to perhaps the marquee matchup. Paris taking on Seoul in this one.
Yeah, it is. It'll be very interesting, this match. It's Seoul who sit third in the table, only 2 points back of London, and then Paris, who have only just had their undefeated. Well, they do have an undefeated season. Their 14-win season dream has come to an end as we get underway.
Yeah, I have not been able to obtain Seoul's tactics this one. It doesn't look like we only have access to the home side tactics from what we can glean, but it is a 4-3-3 classic for Paris with Alistair and Cortez on those wings. The midfield of Horvath, Bull and Black playing is that defensive mid.
Yeah, and I believe I may be incorrect. They may have changed their formation since then, but I believe that Seoul is playing in that 4-2-2-2
Yes.
with the offset wingers, I think.
I believe so, yes. Here's Kennedy.
Oh, it's in! Baraka Aloisi with a powerful header gets it past Boy Barfoot, and Seoul have taken a lead in the third.
Yeah, one thing we didn't mention is that this game is, I believe, two of the three the top two scorers in the league. Baraka Aloisi with 13, Papadopoulos with 18, and here it's Aloisi that strikes first. Got up past, it's a 2-on-1 header of Snooks and Washburn, but it just got through that gate, and Aloisi beats Barfoot with a powerful header, and Seoul suddenly finds themselves up on the first shot of the match.
Yeah, and again, I'm pretty sure that was Gunnar Kennedy with the assist. He has been an absolute monster for Seoul this year. Already into double-digit assists. That is at least his 11th, if not more.
Yeah, that would be, I believe, his 11th, though I will make sure that that's the case as well.
Oh, Papadopoulos. That may have been a very good opportunity at a goal, but that tackle from, I think it was Mertz to block that stopped a good run, and now the counter will go out for a throw on Seoul's end of the pitch. Zanetti will take the throw. Alistair on for Papadopoulos. Has a little bit of an angle, but Tenderloin is right there. Forces the shot early, and it's off target.
Yeah. So what I'm actually seeing from them is more of a 4-3-1-2 here from Seoul. At least what they played
Ooh.
last match against Red Star is that just barely wide. Yeah, he's got Spoon, Tenderloin, Mertz, and Fist as a back four. Then a very defensively set three central midfielders with Ryan, Chenard, and Kennedy, and then Paul as a kind of a central attacking with Aloisi and Mann as a two frontmen.
Oh, okay.
That is what they run against Laos. We could see a very different formation, but especially because I don't really see Human up here, but
Man is indeed not up. There he is on the back line. Here's Papadopoulos, has an opportunity, gets around Van Neuer, and Hugh Mann, who we just talked about, able to get a foot to that, put it out for a corner. Risky, long, Tenderloin heads it out. That was incredibly clutch defending from Hugh Mann there, because Papadopoulos had Neuer beat 99 times out of 100 right there.
yeah, I mean, one of the most dangerous strike men in the entire SSL is we had to half time there. Human coming up clutch there as Paris with all the momentum, but it was just that one early chance that was able to find the net that really is the difference in this one. I have to think that Paris will be ruining that they haven't been able to convert on their multitude of chances. It's been a very difficult opportunity for them here because especially this is one of the few times that we've seen Paris down, but they are definitely not out. Wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if they put up one, maybe two more. So we are underway once again here for the second half, and doesn't look like there's been many changes, though. Have they have changed things up slightly? Well, it does look like they're running a very similar formation, though. It does just seem like they may have just changed the positions around. They might be running a man in the back line instead of Mark Spoon that they were previously.
yes, Spoon is regular.
You know, you might as well just play the A squad. You know, you decided to start Spoon and give Ramos some minutes against Lau, and might just try and run what you can here against Paddy, because any points that you can get there here are crucial, especially against such a powerful squad.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, well, here's Papadopoulos. Long shot, it's in!
Well, there you go. You talk about a guy that can strike at almost any time, and Papadopoulos strikes from outside the area this time around. It's Zanetti who just held on to it for a moment. He was able to find the ways to get the angle in, and Papadopoulos just fired one away, and Neuer really probably should be in position to try and save that one, but was beaten in the top of the net, and Paris have suddenly equalized.
I think Neuer was in position to save that and just was not at all expecting Papadopoulos to immediately take that shot.
Well, either way, I still feel like it's something that he
Oh,
probably should have stopped. Is
oh,
there
off the
another
outside of the
chance? But
post.
Alistair may have been off the side netting.
I would not be surprised if 1-1 is our final score here, though there are still about 20 minutes left, and Papadopoulos has the ball out from Alistair. Fist will take that, and Ryan keeps Cortez from getting to it, but now Brisky has it, a very dangerous weapon in his own right. Horvat shoots, and Neuer will get across to block that.
Yep, and Tenderloin saving it from going out for the corner there. I was surprised. I thought Brisky was just going to try and take the entirety of the defense on and just angle his way through. Here's Aloisi, direct free
Ooh.
kick, and that just bounced off of Bartlett and was kept down and then cleared out into row C.
Well placed shot. Those direct free kicks are incredibly scary. Zanetti indirect will not go anywhere, but Washburn's going to recover. And now we've only got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, was a foul there on Pork Tenderloin that did result, well, by Pork Tenderloin rather, that did result in the yellow card. So we'll have to watch him in his final few minutes.
Cortez crosses in, but there's too many in the box, and Papadopoulos can't do anything with it. Gino Chouinard out to Lee Fist. Fist is going to get up the wing. Cross in for Aloisi. Header is over.
Yep, final 2 minutes here of regulation. Probably 1 or 2 minutes of stoppage time to add on here. A game that, has produced, that has so many top scorers, and it surprisingly hasn't had that many. But here's Liam Ryan with a steal.
Ryan takes the steal. Good play, but doesn't do anything with it. And now Cortez on the counter has Papadopoulos, who is currently offside. Now he's on. Cross in for Papadopoulos, and it will be Mertz who gets a foot to that, shuts it down.
Yeah, Cole Mertz, always so valuable in that centre-back role, able to shut down any attackers, and perhaps one of the reasons that we haven't really seen much out of Papadopoulos, aside from that long shot that he took when he wasn't on him, as there's a shot from Paul, well held by Bartlett.
That was just a really well-worked opportunity there for Seoul.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time left here to really produce anything else. Probably just going to have to take the point and move on, and they will. Though Seoul do end up taking another 2 points at AS Paris. They have moved to within striking distance now of Inter London, but still a ways to go here with that.
Yeah, it is a single point behind Inter now, although, and Paris actually is now only 2 games behind or ahead of Inter London, which actually they were coming into the match too. Ignore me.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
Yeah. Val would say math is fake.
Yeah, also that. But it also does put a lot of pressure on Schwarzwälder, who is going to be up in our next match against Montreal, to really make sure they get their 3 points out of this, because only a single point from Seoul. Inter London is playing the winless Kaapstad, so I don't necessarily think that it is unreasonable to say that London is going to get 3 points today, but Schwarzwälder, with a win, would jump Seoul temporarily, and then they would have 4 matches left to make up the 3 points between them and London. Montreal, on the other hand, has very much struggled offensively this season. They do sit 4th in the goals against category, but they do only have 11 goals scored for them, and 6 of them were in their previous match against Cairo.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned before the broadcast began that it seemed like they might have been able to solve their scoring woes, but still have to wait and see on that, as they will be faced with a stronger test here with Schwarzwälder for Sparverein. It's a tough ask for them to, well, a tough ask of any team to try and get goals past them, being one of the more defensive sides here. Of course, not really up there with the likes of London, Paris, and Seoul, but it's only 15 conceded. But Montreal, I mean, even after the game that they played, they still have only scored 11 and conceded 12. So this will be the test now to see if they can get over that hump here. Of course, due to all those points that they have dropped thanks to the 3 draws and the 4 losses, they are likely out of any sort of promotion race. Mathematically, it seems almost impossible. Definitely mathematically out of a title race, of course. But a loss here would pretty much doom them and make it a 4-horse race between Schwarzwälder, Seoul, London, and Paris.
Yeah, a win by Inter would, I believe, mathematically eliminate Montreal if they were to lose.
Yeah, so you got to put your hose behind Kaapstad, and that's going to be a very difficult ask for them.
Yeah. Yeah, but to add on to the point about the offensive Schwarzwälder. They have the third most goals in the league. They have actually scored 4 more than Inter London, but have given up double the amount as we get underway here in the Black Forest.
And just again, trying to look through the tactics once again, so you'll have to bear with me on this one.
Early opportunity for Rob Tucker. It's in. That is not how you want to start the match if you're Montreal. That is a first 30 seconds goal. And, I mean, that's... We were just talking about how they have to be able to defend. They have to be able to score. Maybe they have their scoring woes figured out. And, well, if you're giving up a goal in the first 30 seconds, that is a crusher to team morale.
Yep, 24 seconds into the exact second, and then Tucker was able to slot it home. It's really a way too much space there. What on earth are they playing? It's actually the true anchor.
Oh no!
Oh, another chance. Oh, that bounced off a crossbar twice.
I think it bounced off of a defender and then off of the crossbar, but I'm not 100% sure. There were definitely 2 chances there, and Montreal couldn't get either of them to go. Pudneska steals that from Tucker, goes back to Rage.
Trying to pull up my own replays here so I can rewatch that once more. That was probably 2 quality chances that will massively inflate the XG there.
Yeah. O'Rourke. I thought he might have had that one, but the first timer does not go far enough down, and it'll go into the stands. Patterson with the direct free kick is significantly high. And now Whittington had a run, but Selick stops. Selick, I believe, is actually a new signing from Montreal, unless I'm mistaken. Formerly a striker for Cairo.
Yeah, so I have just seen that replay as you've now given me something else to look at here as Taco Cat fires one. Knocked away there by Adam Rage. And yeah, it was a shot from, let me just double check here. It was Waffel's header that nearly ended up tucking one in, but it was then just saved by Silence. Well, that one was off the bar. It was a shot by, I believe, Konstantin Salic. Just rewatch this here as well. Oh no, it was O'Rourke. O'Rourke. Here's a chance for Tucker though.
Rage with the save.
Yep, easily parried there. Got the hands out to it. Yeah, to come back to it so I could finish my thought. O'Rourke shot saved by San Antonio. Waffle coming in off a header to rebound, but it bounced off the bar and then just ended up rolling all the way out to Llewellyn and then cleared out to Berbatov, and it just ended up being cleared away. As now I'll double check my signings.
And there, it's in from Tucker, but they said he got a hand to it, so it will not count. Long ball for Lachlan O'Rourke, in off of the post or the crossbar, one of them. Powerful first-time shot off the volley from Lachlan O'Rourke.
Either way, in off a woodwork and a beautiful goal converted here, right off a throw-in set play, which isn't something we usually get to see here. It's Pedersen who just gets it off and then clears it up, and O'Rourke hammered it home. I'm not sure if it actually caught any of the bar or any of the post rather, and just ended up catching the inside of that side netting, but still had just a huge opportunity, one-on-one on the run with a volley and easily converted.
Yeah, and that is Montreal is going to be very happy they've gotten that goal back. That is going to help morale double from Zerhuni, and Dion will not get anywhere close to the net. English, as it is blocked by Montreal defenders. And now Waffle bounces it off of Cat, and it'll be out for a corner. Patterson corner in, headed out. Pudneska was going to chase it down. Pedersen takes it over. Cup noodle in. Oh, my!
ketchup noodle from what felt like nothing.
I thought that was a cross, honestly.
Yep. It's a weak little back pass in, and then just curled
Oh,
it. Oh my goodness. I mean, sometimes we talk about being in
wow.
position to save a long shot, but frankly, that's unreachable. You're initially thinking cross, but then you realize exactly where it's headed, and Sanat Sastro did its best to try and convert that one, but also to try and stop that one. But I mean, where that was going, it was frankly unreachable. But a takeaway here by Schwarzwälder might allow them to hit right back and make this two apiece.
They would love to do that, although they're being shut down right at the moment. Zerhuni bounces in, and that's going to end that.
Yeah, I was trying to curl that one to the far post there, but O'Rourke just too tall and
And
really
now
easily
Pedersen
able
is
to
being
stop it.
triple teamed. That leaves O'Rourke open. Over for Noodle. Already has a wonder goal. Palvaffel. Saran Santral makes the save.
Yeah, that time again, just went near post, but Sanat Sastro easily able to keep that one out.
I cannot believe that shot went in still.
I mean, you also talk about how early games are prime goal of the season candidates, but I feel like we just found one there.
Oh, absolutely. Did I call Noodle Cup Noodle? I did, didn't I? Ketchup Noodle.
I'll be honest, I didn't actually catch on to that, so I'm going to say that you didn't just to make you feel better, as there's a shot that goes over the top there from Ketchup Noodle.
Yeah. Very fair. And now Schwarzwälder has 5 minutes to grab another goal to take us into the half, tied at 2-2. Are they going to be able to do it as there's a through ball from Dion onto Berbatov off of the corner where the post and cross intersect?
Yeah, he tried to basically emulate the O'Rourke finish that we saw earlier, but at time just a little bit too outside and ended up catching it and going out for a goal kick.
Yeah, and there's 30 seconds left in the 2 minutes added time here as Rob Tucker's going to take it to the line, put in a cross. Is going to be for Dion, headed on target, but Rage is going to get there. And that's probably going to take us to the half as it does.
It's been it was an interesting start to that as we can't actually see the goal on our XG chart because it's all the way off of the x-axis or the y-axis. I forget. Like we said earlier, math is fake.
Yeah. Y is vertical, X is horizontal. And Z is imaginary.
X-axis. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to. Like at least I think so. Either way, it still we could not see that, but after that chance, really it was mostly Montreal just trying to mount chances. They've been able to find a couple there, one that seemingly came from nowhere and one that seemed like it was clear cut. And we'll have to see if they can continue that. Though I imagine they're probably going to cop a spray. It's going to be difficult because it's a very tough one for someone with a lisp or eroticism. It feels like there's going to be a spray for Schwarzwälder that might get them to rally up and put a couple on early here. That is
Yeah.
absolutely what they need to do if they want to keep themselves in the promotion hunt.
Yeah. They are not necessarily out with a loss, but they certainly are going to look at a very difficult battle moving forward. And that was wanted to work something there, didn't quite get the opportunity to make it work.
Yeah, just a weak header there from Tiger Cat. Probably just wanted to knock it down for himself, but try to head it forward, but easily there into the gloves of the keeper.
Yes, indeed. There's Gin Tonic on for Tucker. Back for Berbatov. Over to Cat. And I don't think they're going to be able to get anything here as the box has now been filled with Montreal players. Whittington over to Dion. In for somebody, and that was, I think, a shot from Gin Tonic that bounced off the calf of Tucker.
I don't think it was off of Tucker. I think that would have been off of Fantabens, but either
That would
way.
make more sense. Checking are long, but Pedersen gets there. In for Fantabens, Tucker! Poaches that goal, and that is a critical mistake by Pedersen.
Yeah, it was just a little lurk off the far side there. Zoni just was looking for options, decided Shanky probably has the option for it. Pedersen just tried to knock it back in, but I feel like that's more on Fantabins there. He's played a nice pass in, but Tucker just was able to beat Fantabins to the ball. He just tried to play it for him, not realizing how close he was. But Tucker gets forward, equalizes in style. A beautiful takeaway there. I can't really fault Montreal for that, but equal blame would have to likely go onto the defenders. Just not expecting that quick rush, and as a result, they've ended up conceding and now need to look for a third here to give themselves that 3 points back.
Yeah, they'll need to look for a third, and they'll they'll have to keep Rob Tucker from doing his thing yet again. Long shot from Berbatov is high, as that is the second goal for Tucker. Pedersen wanted something there, but Schenkinger is in the way. Selleck shoots. Sarad Suntral will get his fingers to it and tip it away. Llewellyn over for Cat, on for Tucker, looking for the hat trick, and gets it! Beats Rage at the near post.
Absolute bullet of a shot, finding the bottom corner there. You know, we mentioned 1 and 2 in the earlier match. Rob Tucker, number 3, and is absolutely putting a gap on them now with that hat trick. Just found with a whole bunch of space, beats Adam Rage. No real chance to stop that on the near post even. And just see here also how well he times this run here. Fantabin's putting him on. Got right by Cinnamon, I believe that is, and suddenly Schwarzwälder find themselves up after being down earlier. We've already had 2 lead changes. May we see a third?
I would not be surprised, as the header is a bit high from Waffle. Yeah,
And
we're
they
only
had the chance to equalize and then put themselves up 4-3 afterward.
Yeah.
Probably as good as you could get it.
Given that O'Rourke has been very ambitious in his chances so far today, I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually gets one in, but they're going to have to keep Schwarzwälder from scoring first. Whittington in for Gin Tonic, and it's in. That's probably going to be just about it. Zinedine Gin Tonic beating Rage at the near post again, and that is the second goal in 2 minutes.
Not sure if I would say that's probably going to be it just yet, but man, Schwarzwälder just put on an absolute run of play here. Whittington, Tonic probably should have been better covered there by Cinnamon. Easily slotted home, redirecting that almost, and yeah, nothing that Adam Rage really could have done about that one. And now was 1-0 up, goes into 2-1, now goes into 4-2.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. We're having a barn burner. And
yeah, let's hope it doesn't get
fun.
to 8-3.
Oh, good grief. I would not be surprised at 6-5 at this point, but I hope not. I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I got places to be.
Oh, Selleck has an opportunity, but Schenkinger blocks.
I'm just kidding. I don't have places to be.
Send him in off of the post.
Another opportunity.
Post bar, same thing. Berbatov wanted a cross, didn't see one, so it goes back to Cat, and now they'll reset. Cat in for Berbatov, over for Tucker. Tucker's going to shoot long, and Adam Rage will grab that. I think Montreal might have something here. Selleck on for Waffle, over for Wartooth, covered by Cat, in for Noodle, over for Waffle, shoots. Oh! Oh, that could not have been closer.
Yeah, I feel like Montreal needs a forum warning for no double posting.
Yeah. That was... that's just an unlucky bounce. If you hit that a centimeter to the right on that post, that goes in. To come straight back at you with spin on it is incredible.
Yeah, it's It's been rather unlucky there for Montreal because you've put those ones in and suddenly it's 4 apiece.
Yeah.
Just not quite finding it. Here they go again, though.
Uh,
Oh, I have to question the shot choice there.
yeah.
Varfel was looking near post, probably had an open far side of there. Silent Sartre was already trying to cover it off.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think I absolutely would have gone opposite post there. I mean, that's what Vaffel just beat him on and got the unlucky bounce. Maybe he figured he wanted to take less risk of having that happen again. Whittington long for Berbatov. Rage blocks it.
Yeah, was well cut out there by Adam Rage. He read that play, got over to try and cover Berbatov, covered off that near post.
Dion cross in. Berbatov will head it over. Pedersen header in, doesn't go anywhere, but it's going to be O'Rourke chasing it down. Cross for Vaffel, heads it high. Probably should have had that. And now we need 2 goals in the space of probably 7 minutes for Montreal.
Yeah, tough ask, especially if Schwarzwälder have been free flowing here in attack. They might be looking to just seal it with 5.
I think they are, as there's Whittington, cross in, headed out. Wartooth does his job. But now Taco Cat over for Berbatov. They're not done attacking. Cat back to Zerhuni and now Llewellyn. And they're just resetting. Zerhuni long for Whittington. Will get there. And then cross in to something. Whatever that was. I think it bounced off of Rage's foot and Phantom Ed's cleared.
Yeah, seemed like it either way. Oswald is still trying to mount all of his pressure now, and just feels like they're kind of suffocating Montreal, a slow death in the Black Forest.
That sounds like a Fallout Boy album title.
Yeah, I was going to go Tool personally, but either one I think would be fine.
Oh, here's Montreal. Siren Central saves that with an outstretched hand. That was
Silent Sartre has been absolutely key for them, making a few clutch saves and making sure that he keeps that lead.
Yeah, now there's only 2 minutes left. They really needed that one to go. But Siren Central able to shut it down. And now with only a minute, it's going to take a miracle. This is the opposite of a miracle, as Berbatov has a one-on-one and skies it high.
Actually, Slow Definite Black Forest Bander album. We're going album?
I feel like Slow Death in a Black Forest would be the album. Slow Death would be the band.
Ah, yes. Okay, so Slow Death hyphen in a Black Forest, and that's the album. That's full time there. Got a little off track. Didn't feel like there was going to be much going on there, of course, but you just see that quick second half rush happen. 2 goals in a space, sorry, 3 goals in a space of 8 minutes. Correction, but really just turned the tide there, and it's a huge, huge victory for Schwarzwälder Fußballverein. They end up keeping pace so far with the higher ups. Of course, Paris and Seoul with that draw means that I believe Schwarzwälder vault themselves into 3rd and might end up by maybe in that 2nd spot, but would need a big win here for Kaapstad over into London.
Yeah, London would have to lose by 2 to Kaapstad.
Okay, maybe not a big loss, just a regular loss.
Yeah. Either way, they have absolutely jumped Montreal, or I'm sorry, Seoul for the present.
Yeah, well, they were already ahead of Montreal. They just,
Yeah.
just offended them away to now be a 10-foot pole instead of a 7-foot pole or whatever it was. Yeah, Kaapstad and London. Of course, Kaapstad, it's been another tough season for them. I mean, it feels like all they need is one, but it just continues to be a difficult time for them. They only have the one draw on the entire season. Well, into
Yeah.
London, thanks to the 6 clean sheets of Tony Yeboah, have been a very strong defensive team. Only 7 goals conceded in their 9 matches. So when Tony Yeboah is on, he is on.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dexter Hall is certainly not a bad keeper, even though he doesn't have a single shutout so far this season. He has not been helped in the slightest by his back line.
Yeah.
And
By the way, worth noting here, I am just looking through now. Tony Yeboah, I don't believe, has conceded a goal since matchday 3 against Paris.
well, he drew AS Puri 3-3 last time out.
Well, oh yes, my mistake. Yes, yeah. The only goals that he's conceded, 6 of his 7 have been from against Paris.
Yeah, which is, I mean, a testament to Paris.
Yeah, the only other goal he conceded against Schwarzwälder, every other team, and bear in mind, they already faced Schwarzwälder match day 8. I think. I'm not getting that wrong. No, I'm not getting that wrong. Yeah, so every other team that he has kept scoreless, so it could very well be that London just don't end up conceding any more goals this season, ceteris paribus, but I still need to rely on that offense to produce for him.
I have a feeling we're going to have some very angry Inter-London fans when Jonas Krustis Jr. has a hat trick here.
Oh, don't speak that into existence. Oh, no.
We're
But
going to
then
jinx
again,
it
if
one
that
way or the other.
happens, but again, if this happens, this is my promise to the people of the Simulation Soccer League world. I will not eat a single
Cool.
morsel of food until Tony Yeboah has not conceded a goal this game. Then again, I'm pretty sure that means I starve to death. So if he keeps a
Yeah.
clean sheet, then I guess that's just all you'll ever hear from me. In Rio, it's Jerry!
In
It's not
past
offside!
Hall.
It's a Christmas miracle. It's not offside. Of a corner, no less. He retreated in time. And barely, too. I think it's just... I think that's Gary Hogg that kept him on. We might get another look at it. Yes, we will. Here's a second glance at how close it was. And yeah, it was Gary Hogg. Everyone else would have made Jerry offside, having to retreat from taking that corner. But he gets himself on, and he ends up beating the trap. And suddenly, Inter London are back up. Oh, not back up. They are up. But it only took them 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and London are really just doing what is expected of them. I figured it would... Here's Manone. Opportunity. Jerry, what a acrobatic shot, but doesn't go. Dexter Hall is there. That was almost in from Scarpetta, but it was just a bit wide. Now London on the attack again, in for Jerry Camavinga with the tackle. We'll put it out first. And now a corner for London to keep the pressure on. Dives in a lot. Hogg will head that out. Hall comes 40 feet out of his box. Well, 14 probably.
40 feet from his net, maybe.
True.
Not even then. That's only like a penalty spot, so. Or at least a little bit after it. Here's Jerry across in for Clements. Although that free kick, but Clements was offside.
Ood in for Manone. Over for Rama. In for Manone. And they're just working. Here it is. It's Manone. Shot for Hall. Deflects. Pinkman over for Jerry. Shoots. Again with the acrobatics, but it bounced off of Camavinga, and Dexter Hall will claim.
Yeah, it just bounced up a few times there. He just was looking to get it clear, but eventually just decides, all right, well, Clearly, we need to do something else, and ends up scooping it as there's a a cross free kick from David Doug, scooped up there by the Silver, and now looking to reposition here. Chances just over the top there from the former London player Scott Muffin.
All boots it long for Krustis, but dives in a lot. Will get it. Millar up for Manone over to Jerry. Jerry again with the acrobatics, gets it to Manone, but it is wide, just barely. Now Capstad has an opportunity, but it is Hood that gets there first and not Orange Slices, who the long ball was intended for. Speaking of long ball, there's Donnarumma on for Jerry, but he skied it. No, he hasn't. It was tipped high by Hall.
Yeah, we were a bit too egregious on that one. Just got a lot of fist to that one as that one's cleared in and Michael Muller, or crossed in and Michael Muller clears it away. Jerry was on. No, they will
Offside.
play the. He was offside. I was thinking they might play the advantage of that one given how well it was cleared out. But it ended up with London possession, and that was the last we see of that before we take it to the break. And well, I mean, did anyone really expect any different? What to
Yeah,
expect?
yeah. I mean, Dexter Hall, as usual, has done a very good job. Well, I mean, he saved 10 of the 12 shots thrown his way. That's a very good success rate for pretty much any keeper in the league. But he just, again, it's his back line is not particularly doing him any favors, and he's having a lot of shots come his way. And like any keeper, eventually you're going to give up a goal. It might be the first shot, it might be the 20th, but London is not done yet.
Oh, absolutely not. It wouldn't surprise me if they decide to, tighten the screws even further. They might end up doing so here as a chance here for direct free kick on the edge.
Hall goes up to claim. But now he's what is he gonna do here? He's gonna roll it out to Kamavinga, who is immediately covered by Clements, and Hogg will go long. Muffin intended for Orange Slices, but Oud gets there first, and now London's gonna counter.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
was just checking now. Dexter Hall's save percentage, at least prior to the previous matches. Here's Jerry, who is over the top and perhaps wide. Yeah, Dexter Hall, for his first 8 games, only posted a 64.3 save percentage, which,
Really? That
yeah,
surprises me.
I
I
mean,
would have expected
you
him to be
don't
around.
win games, you don't give a clean sheet. It's kind of unsurprising that it was only the second most conceded with 25, but still, that is a not great Bob.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect Hall to be great by any means, but I would have expected 75 or so. Just sheer number of shots that have gone against him. Jerry, ambitious opportunity, and Hall does another tip. And Hall again with the save off the corner.
Yeah, it's been. Oh, here we go. Direct free kick with a direct free kick, but right into the wall of Ronaldo da Silva.
De Silva wanted to counter there, but Kurz just played it back, and Manone was right there to cover as Pinkman cross in. Doug will block.
Yeah, I was
Now,
looking for Jerry there. Had he found him, got an over the top of Doug, might have had an open look. Half an hour left to play in this match day, and if results hold, into London will be within 3 points of AS Paris.
incoming Clements Hall with the save again.
Yeah, we're just trying to redirect it over to him. Give him an opportunity to at least put a shot on target. But again, Dexter Hall has been up to task here. Been markedly improved, but needs to try and find something of a way of offense here because otherwise they just aren't going to get anywhere.
Yeah, and now Clements is in. That's 2. That is probably the dagger.
Yeah, last time I was saying don't be so sure about it, but well, given the momentum that is going on in this match, it wouldn't surprise me. This one was just a lovely shot here from K. Clements. It was good work here as well by Scarpetta, who immediately got across here and they just worked it forward. And Clements beats Gary Hogg and beats Hall. Tough shot to beat. Of course, K. Clements, a clinical finisher. And that is a 2-0 lead. And now Kaapstad just need to at least find something to perhaps get some consolation out of this. It's a
Yeah,
very difficult time for them already. And it just doesn't seem like they're really able to generate much.
yeah. Unfortunately, Kapstad average a goal every 2 games, so
Yeah. Do
one
you want to
nil.
know where Kaapstad's top goal scorer is on the Division 2 leaderboards, at least as of match day 8?
Well, there was a shot on target from Krustis.
Yep.
I would guess probably 12th or 13th.
Equal 18th.
Ooh, ooh.
It's not good. It's really not good. Speaking of not
Clements off the post.
good, yeah, I was a not good leaving commence open, but he just again found the woodwork. Or probably has to be making sure that they keep the paint on it to make sure
Oh,
that stays out, because that was off the inside of it, but just ended up rebounding back into the field of play as another chance there. Going begging here for London again. They just have all the momentum right now. Oh, that's a risky pass there from Yeboah. Nailing it set to there by Krausis Jr., but it got to Scarpetta, who is really trying to play aggressive here. He would love to poach a goal right about now.
yeah.
Make sure that I can man gotta eat. But here's Jerry on the other side. Well, probably didn't need to save it, and especially not because Jerry was offside.
Yeah, 6 minutes, maybe 7. And London is looking to attack again. Clements for Pinkman, shoots, Doug gets there, and that's going to go off of Cove for a corner. Jerry puts it in, headed on by Pinkman, but Hall will hold.
Yeah, Fortey's Unlock might end up letting that one be his header, but you let it go and let Pinkman take it on the second try. I think that was Bob Dies a lot there, who seemed like they have the numbers there. But either way, London once more with another win, a 2-0 win here over Kaapstad, one that probably could have been by a lot more looking at that, 3.77 XG. I nearly read the other figure and thought it was 6.13, and that also just wouldn't surprise me. Just a whole load of chances.
Yeah, and I mean, Dexter Hall actually did have a very good game today, as even if he doesn't have the best save percentage on the season, he 8.2 on the day, and
Yeah, well,
14 saves, 16 saves, something in there.
something to that effect, yeah.
He can be very good, but he needs some help, and he just hasn't gotten it. But that does mean that our table will show us. I have misplaced. There it is. Our table will show us Paris 3 points over London, as we see it here in front of us now.
Yeah, there you go.
Schwarzwälder jumping Seoul, and Red Star now will have to win out and get some help if they want to go up. They are
I don't think
nearly
that will even
okay.
help, because I think with the way that it angles, Schwarzwälder cannot give up that many points. Even if
Yeah.
London lose out and Seoul and Red Star win out, rather.
Oh, true, because they would
Too
have to
many
go.
other points on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, so Red Star is probably mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, I'll have to run the permutation of that just to be safe. So, I mean, by that point, we will probably know that they are already eliminated because, by the time the next match day starts, we'll probably have results that change the course of that.
Yeah, very true. But that was a very interesting day of matches. I think that just about everything went reasonably how we expected it to. I am a little bit surprised that Seoul and Paris tied. I expected one side to come out on top. I wasn't sure which, but I didn't think a draw was necessarily in the works. It's going to be interesting
Yeah.
to see how
I
Paris
don't think a
recover
lot
from
of
that.
people are going to back Seoul in truth, but also AS Paris, the way that they have been on a roll here, they're finally starting to slow down. Do they have enough of a buffer here to secure them a title, let alone a promotion place? That's something we'll have to wait and see on, because it's basically one game behind for everyone else. So you cannot really afford to drop many points at this stage of the competition.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And meanwhile, for the four that are out of the race, it's just going to be fun for them for the rest of the season. Try and get some good goals, have good performances, and get ready for next season where you're going to go for it again. And it's going to be Schwarzwälder, Seoul, London, and Paris that we will be watching moving into the final four matches of the season. But I do believe that is it for us today, unless you have anything else.
What I will say is that it's interesting that Seoul have such a hefty goal differential advantage. So if they end up tied on points with Schwarzwälder again, which is definitely possible, then they can put themselves within striking distance of London and really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, it is 32-4 and 11 against for Seoul, whereas it is 27-4 and 17 against for Schwarzwälder. But that, I think, will do it for us. Thank you for joining us here in Match Day 10 of Division 2. I've been Laser. I've been joined by.
Socc, thank you very much for having us, for all of the Simulation Soccer League broadcasting crew, for all the staff, and for our viewers at home. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.